Oh. Whoops. My bad, my bad. Whoops. Oh, did we just get what we were talking about earlier? I think we might have got ourselves a business strike on the bicentennial. Shit, it's got the me or a strike. Oh no, we got a strike bicentennial. We were just talking about getting one of these earlier because we got a business strike. This is a proof. We got a proof. I mean, we just found a proof. We were just talking about getting one of these earlier today. Wow, because we have a business strike and we haven't hit a business strike all day, but we hit everything else. We just got a proof. Bicentennial. Holy shit. Wow. What, did not see that coming? Oh, we were just talking about this earlier. Oh, this thing's messy. There, come on. Wow. Oh, yeah. Ain't no getting around that. Oh, beautiful, nice first capture from the last of this old box. Well, we were just talking about how we wanted to get one of these because all we have is a business proof and we haven't get a business proof. And oh. Ouch. That's what I like to see. Did not see that coming, though. We'll take it, though. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for stuff not intended for circulation. So, yeah. Beautiful. Fine. Oh, yeah. That's totally getting knocked right off the map. Right off the list. Holy shit. Talk that one in existence, I guess. Alexis. I really can't believe that happened. That saved some manatees for sure. Yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, man, you're just a little too shiny. Then I started seeing my reflection in the cameo. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we got ourselves a proof. Seeing that he was all frosted. I was like, oh, yeah, it's over with. I'm looking at it though. I'm like, literally? A bicentennial? I ain't got one of these. Got a business strike all chromed out, but I ain't got a proof. Hell yeah. Bring this down a little bit for us. There we go. Oh, my bad. Whatever. Ooh. Let's go. We got going on. And that's a clean for its Pixies. What do we got here? Nope. Pennsylvania, nope. What up, DC? Can you believe that? We were just talking about that last live, bro. How we don't have a bicentennial proof. We have a business strike of it, but we don't have a proof. And look at our first capture of the night. Look at that sound gun. Fresh. Fresher than a coat of wet paint. Ain't no getting around it. We've been hitting it hard today. We've been hitting it hard. My thing all messed up, though. What's the odds, bro? What's the odds? Just like earlier. You were on earlier, right? Finally hit back to back to back West Point. The third one we got, we finally broke it. It's been a couple boxes since we got one, but ended up getting a Marsupial Sunbat West Point. They're the rarest ones, too. The V75s. Yeah. We cracked him earlier. And you know that's my favorite quarter in the whole wide world. I collect all of them. That's my very first one. That's my very, very first one, though. I've never went out of my way to go grab one or... we found that earlier. We got our second gold strike earlier. You know, little novelty items that should not ever be found in there, but it happens, and that's the second time for me in my existence. Got a 86 proof. Yeah, we whacked it pretty. We've been whacking it hard. We got a lot of other stuff too. But you know how we do. We're looking for the stuff that's not intended for circulation. The Kennedys, man, really been hitting hard too. I don't know what it is with them. What year is that? 2000. I have to keep that aside. Yeah, we went full board on them. They didn't know what to do. It's just a novelty item, that's all. The mint let third parties, you know, make them for like collectors. They're highly sought out by collectors and stuff. That's all. So, and it's not, they don't make them for circulation. They never did. I mean, they were made up over 20 years ago. So, I mean, like the Kennedy ones, the 50-cent pieces, they made some back in the 70s. They were microscopically sprayed on 18-karat gold. These were microscopically pressed with 24-karat gold. Not enough to make them worth anymore, but it's just their notoriety precedes them. You know, it's not always about money. You know, this ain't real currency. Real currency in life is credibility, reputation, and leverage. We made this illusion of money. This ain't no money. Just like time. And time don't wait for nobody. Now, this is everything that you see here is stuff that I pulled on here with y'all. Ain't no getting around that. I've never opened rolls without being on live, so that's how that goes. When I started doing this, I mean, I collected coins, but I never went through coin rolls. So when I started doing this, I started doing it on here. So there's no stone unturned. Yet again, somebody got hungry. Broke every tooth in their mouth. But yeah, I don't know how the hell we just copped this commie. This fucker's beautiful. 50-year-old coin. Or, where you want to put it? Maybe older? What is this, the 26? So 70-year-old coin? 75? Whatever, give or take. I don't know, somewhere around there. 1976 to now. And that son of a bitch looks like it just was made the other day. I mean, that's pretty clean for a proof. I mean, no scratched mirror. I mean, come on. Drummer boy, perfect minted Prater. Just like his head. Oh, that's... You can't get around that. You can see the S mark clearly. It's not been worn out like a fucking doorknob like everyone had a turn. So, yeah. That's pretty healthy. That son of a bitch is healthy like a champion absent Wheaties. Oh, it's ready. It's been ready to be unearthed. It just got unearthed. I want to grab a business strike, though. We haven't cracked a strike. We've cracked everything. We've cracked everything but a business strike. Just give it. The thing is, though, statistically, a business strike is very, very rare to find. Oh, somebody was bored with life, and the coin still won like always. That's not no plant or any bullshit, but that's some self-mutilation endangered species list. Somebody was born with life. Try to take it out on the coin. Oh, the coin won. Oh, welcome to the channel. I'm sorry, guys. Just hey, thank you. Don't hey. If I didn't say nothing, it's because I can't look and do it at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So I got to keep my mind at the task at hand for the most part. I will glance down and see stuff like when I'm doing this shit like this. So like, don't think I'm ignoring you guys. I'm not. What do you get your rules at? Yeah, I get them. I get them through a bank, but not from the bank. I fucking deal with the man. You know, directly. No, it just makes things a lot easier. A lot easier. But like I said, you know, it's a meticulous process. Well, things ain't how they used to be. And, I wish I could have did this back 20 years ago because we would have really been Krispy Kreme baking those molds right now. I mean, we still are, but you know what I mean. This is the thing. They won't just do it for you, and they don't have it sitting around. They get a set amount, and they don't want no more than what they don't need. So, and, back in the day, the killer thing was finding domestic self-rolls that were brought in to be cashed in. Well, nobody takes them anymore because of all the damn scamming. So, I couldn't even take a box of quarters outside, even if they watched me, and bring it right back in without opening it. They can't take it. They just can't take it. So, yeah, the only way they could take it is breaking them open. So, you got to get a business account, and then you just have to order them ahead of time and then apply for the coin program that the Federal Reserve and the Mint has. They coincide together for it. Because you have to be at least doing something that has to do with this. And, obviously business, however, given whatever. And you have, once you get going, and you're going to get about a year. I already got the paperwork. You could ask for it. They sent it right to you. But once you hit that's when you can really get locked in. But anybody can get a hold of the Mint and buy, bags and rolls. But it's just going to be what they offer. You're not going to be able to, if you're going to get something like this, it's not going to, I don't know. You'd have to just go and do it yourself and find out. But things, just because of how technology is and, all the scamming and everything, it's just, it can be sometimes a buzzer. I have coins I have to pick up in the morning that I should have picked up earlier today, but I didn't have the luxury to. So, did what we had to do, but I'll make sure I'm up in the morning because banks open early and they close early. And a lot of them don't even open their lobby, just their drive-through. So they'll make an exception for me, but that's not the point. The point is you got to make sure that you're able to take care. Don't open doors you can't close. Whatever you get from them, they don't want to be sitting on it either. So, I usually get a steady flow of, order from one bank, but I have the other bank that'll get me whatever I want no matter what. The other bank, they'll do whatever I need as long as I don't bring the coins back to be cashed in there. So I found a different bank to use their domestic Coinstars. Yeah, their industrial Coinstars. And as long as, if you're using it and you ain't got an account there, they're going to take 15%. So fortunately, I have an account for almost 20 years with a certain branch that has domestic Coinstar ATMs in them. So you can just go right to them. And if you're a customer, you just take it gets printed out and then you just cash it out. If not, they take 15%. But, I liquefy my coins at one bank and I get them from two other ones. And then, credit union. As long as you can show that you got a business and you're using these for business, like I said, they aim to please. Let's just put it that way. But you can't be capping on that because you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm doing here. I was able to show them. There was no hesitation. Automatically, boom. So, like I said, you can't be capping with them. If you're telling them that you want to do it in your corner in the darkness, in the twilight of your life, they're not going to do it. And then, like I said, if you are going to, you're going to have to open a business account. You're going to have to prove you have a business. You're going to have to apply for it. All the shit that goes with it. So, it's not going to happen overnight. But if you want to get, what I would say is go to places that would have it. Or like if you want to go through loose shit, I know people use laundromats and stuff. Now, I had a buddy that owned a laundromat before I messed with coins, but he's dead, so that's irrelevant. Save the manatees! It's my favorite coin in the whole wide world, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I collect every single one I can get a hold of. What? But, yeah. You can use currency exchanges, pretty decent, if you tell them that you need them for laundry. Tell them you need it for laundry, though. If you tell them that you want to just go, they're going to tell you, fuck you. Go blow a pop stand. So, just make sure you be like, I need them for laundry. And they'll give you as many rolls you want. Just be like, I got a lot of kids. Or whatever. Whatever you got to say. Placate them. They will give you whatever the hell they got. No, they will. That's the only way. That's the only little side ones I can tell you about where you can really like get away with stuff. But like, if they could ever prove you different and your credibility goes down, you're fucked. So, remember that too. It takes a lifetime to build a reputation and only seconds to crumble it. So you want to make sure if you're doing this, you're gonna be slick with it. I know it's a little white lie, but still, it's enough to make the strain too hard to bear for certain people. So, no risk, no reward, though, right? Chances make champions. But you know what I mean. But you gotta be translucent and you gotta be inventive. You gotta be open-minded when it comes to this stuff. You gotta think outside the box. There's more to the picture than meets the eye. That's why when it comes... Now, see, here we go again. Never seen this quarter in my life, and I don't want anybody to look at me like I'm dumb and naive, but I'm just telling the truth. I've never seen this one in my life, and if I have, I don't remember it. And maybe I have. We go through a lot of quarters. Oh, yeah, White Mountains. I was just looking at you, and I wasn't looking at what his name. The minute I seen that White Mountain, yeah, we have. My bad. I had to rectify that situation. Return to balance presently. But no, we're strictly looking for things not intended for circulation, so. And errors, stuff like that. And whatever else we can find that's just not supposed to fucking be in here. Which tends to be a lot of stuff. So. We embrace. You just never know what's going to pop up. And that's great because, like, earlier today, when we cracked the first box after the box of Kennedy's, damn. I never went through such a box of quarters that was fucking dynamite. And at first, it was a little dull. I'm not going to lie. It was a little dull. But then, before you knew it, the floodgates broke open with an 86 strike, and the rest was fucking history. I mean, you couldn't fucking relax even if you're, like, dependent on it. Oh, I'm serious. No, it just... Boosh. Boom. 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 Just nonstop. And then, like I said, we ended up cracking the bat. The West Point bat. I was like, oh, fuck. Here we go. I couldn't believe it. Almost had a coronary. The fuck? Wow, these guys just can't get over themselves. Fuck you, stupid... Forgive me, guys. What the fuck is going on out here? I don't know if you guys heard that dumb shit, but people acting stupid. Don't freak out. Don't freak out if somebody acts dumb. No, somebody just fucking stumbled down the steps. Drunk. I don't know if you guys heard that tumble. Yeah, that was somebody fucking... Yeah, taking a fucking tumble. Like they're some kind of fucking acrobat or something. And if you didn't, then thank God, because then I saved you some agony. But I heard that shit, and I don't like it. It's literally did not sound good. But there's nothing I can do about it. He's got people with him. And you're like, what are you leaving? No, you don't understand. It's not like that. This motherfucker knows what he's doing. Probably likes falling. It ain't what you think it is. I let them go do them. They want to get all drunk and fall downstairs, be my fucking guest. Don't get mad when you break a leg. You're like Humpty Dumpty. If you fall, you ain't getting up. You did hear that? Yeah, that was some drunk, stupid son of a bitch tumbling down the shit. Like I told you, that's what happens up here. These motherfuckers bored with life, want to die. You got to stay away when you're allergic to bullshit like I am. You got to stay away from it because nothing good's gonna come of it. Nothing. I could go out there and try to help him, and nothing good's gonna come of it. Nothing. So, if it ain't broke, I ain't fixing it. Especially if it has nothing to fucking do with me. So, you need to go blow a pop stand somewhere. That's all I gotta say. I guarantee he won't come back up these steps tonight. That's one thing I know, but it doesn't matter. He climbs steps all day and night, drunk, and try to roll down them like a ball. But sad to say, he crumbled like a fucking cookie. That's what you heard. A human body crumbling like a fucking cookie. Passing the sentence, you must swing the sword. Behave. But yeah. Save the manatees! Yes! What? Number 2. And you want to know how I knew it was somebody drunk? Because I heard who was with him laughing. This is a common occurrence. So, these motherfuckers, man, they hug the floor to hold on. You see what I'm saying? So they like that. That's like an improvement for them. Oh, I actually fell down all the fucking, a whole flight of fucking stairs? Are you kidding me? Damn. Yeah. But let's just, he's not going to try to climb back up him. I know that. He's on ground for tonight. Gravity is gotta have to be his friend. Because it does him no justice at elevated heights. And the fucker's so drunk and it's so dark out, he has no depth perception. IQ of a fucking Idaho potato. Yeah. That's all there is to it. Yeah, he erupted all right. Epic fucking fail. But that ain't the first time, and that won't be the last. So keep your pooper scooper out. You never know when you need it. Watch it. You guys are going to Guam almost? You want to feed the grenadins, be my guest, but don't get mad when the grenadins use you. Use and abuse. Don't be... Hey, you want to feed them, that's all right. Don't fight for them, and do not be planting cavitation plates on our ships. The Comstock Special. Gold Rush Supreme. George Hurst, Stockholm Hearst. Yeah, that Stockholm system he gave Patty Hearst. What the hell? Oh, I thought I was tricking myself. Frederick Douglass, Pastel Man. And see, that's why I like to just stay in the zone, because when you're too quiet, you hear too much around here. Welcome to the jungle. What are you guys trying to sneak over to Guam? Are you guys trying to ferry your way there, island to island? Fucking Charles Schwab out there. Fucking Bob Barker. No, I'm dead serious. It just... That dude would fuck up a cup of coffee right now. I mean, I'm serious. He'd be all over the place. No, because I can still hear him whining why he spilled his beer. But he's bleeding, I guess. He would rather have a beer and not care about his head being lacerated. I guess he's not taking it as most grievous wound. But if he doesn't attend to it, it will become festering. He might develop a fevered brain. You just never know, though. Especially in these parts. Nothing exceeds but excess around here, I'll tell you that. And you're pretty much in the wilderness and the wild and the point of no return over here, so you better watch it if you don't want to be tame. Because this is not the place. You wonder why everybody on there, like, you got to be ready. Always. And it's sad. Oh, there's no way we're going to get another fucking... There's no way we're going to get another strike. I mean, proof. A bicentennial proof. It's just not going to happen. I don't even know how it happened the first time. But I like it. It knows how to behave. Smoke and mirrors. Hell yeah. I'd like to do it again. Yeah. I didn't see it coming, though. It was weird. Once I seen that double date, I'm like, no. Last live, we were just talking about how we wanted to capture one. Now it's happened. Good old Davenport, Iowa. What is that? Great Smoky Mountain Wrestling. What? Ooh, back to back. What's that? No, what's that? Pictured rocks. Don't be stealing the pictured rocks off the wall. No, there's so many. There's so many of these. I need to figure out which ones we have, which ones we need. I need to get a book for the park ones. Yeah, it's Denver done for that. Sally Ride. Yeah, this is that old skis. That's what we just cracked. Cherry, hiya, hiya, hiya. Yeah, look what we popped this right away. Weren't we just talking about this earlier today? Capturing one of these because we have a business strike of it, but we didn't have a proof. Look how sexy that son of a bitch is. Feels better than sex when you hold it. It's almost like when you got Napoleon, you can feel the 170 years this son of a bitch has been through. Everything. Yeah, I knew you guys would like that one. Hey, we got that in captivity. Okay. Copper Cave, what do you think of that bicentennial proof? More punch in a bowl of juice, huh? Yeah, we hit that son of a bitch right off the runner. We're still at the look. We're on 46 of 50 from last rolls. And then we open this one. Yeah. We're going to keep it going. And who said they're going to keep us down? You haven't tried, hon. It doesn't work like that. We going to keep going. Nostradamus. It's crazy how we're coming across all this old stuff like earlier. 86 proof. Okay. We ain't going to blow our nose on it. Damn, look at that main. Do we have a main in the book that... Woo! We just had the book out, too. So I'm gonna... Set this son of a bitch up. My bad. Yeah. Coins don't want to behave sometimes. Wow. Stones. The Spartans. I'd like to get a Spartan one because it's got such a background of a wall that it would just shine. It would reflect. The light would actually be able to bounce off it like a ray, like a beam. Whoops. Where the hell do you think you're going? Hunting a business strike. That's one thing we haven't got today. I'd love to seal the deal with a business strike. We haven't had a business strike in weeks, I believe. Nickel, I think, is the last time we had a business strike. Yeah, on nickels. I'm just trying to keep it 20. I know, that sound bitch to say, hey, that's a champion absent Wheaties if you haven't ever seen one. That son bitch already did it all and did it again. He breaks things up. He builds it up to break it down just to break it down and build it up again. There's no such thing as perfect, but he loves perfection. I'll tell you that. He loves perfection. I don't know how we come across this. That's why we do it though. I get a little struck a little bit too. I gotta sit back and take it and marinate like stew. Look at it hindsight 2020 with retrospect sometimes because it's like, holy shit, how did we just get this on me? Fucking love it though. So I do with y'all. And I'm sorry, I am one of them type of people that I can't sit there and do like, ooh, Cosmic Granny up to no good. Damn her. I thought we got her in the fucking room sitting there with Edward Norton Illusionist trying to make something glow in her hand that ain't there. That's not good that Cosmic Granny has came out finally. I think I talked her into existence, so I should have just... We only got her one time in a whole box last time. One time too fucking many. I will get a magnifying glass. I found a piece of a magnifying glass, but I don't think that's really going to help me a lot. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I haven't doinked with it, so like, I haven't messed with it at all. I don't know what it will love, what it ain't. Free butterfly, free. Oh yeah, Medusa. Harper's Perry. Ooh, save the manatees! Yes! Woo! That's number 3. The bats and the babies and the birds and the bees know how to behave when you believe. Dookie! Okay. Rip a rug. Open this next coffin right after this. Yeah. And my spider's just chilling. Freaked my daughter out. My daughter's like, come get him out of the room. Now he's over here chilling with me, guarding the goods. Yeah, he up there guarding the goods. He's actually doing research on coins. Hell yeah. He's kicking. Yes, he is. The Voyagers. What is your malfunction? Something crawled up in your ass and died. We'll figure you out. Another Texas. Albino Mountain. Oh shit. Hold on, you. What the hell is that? Ah, wow. Oh, this is a shitbird coin. Okay, cool. What the hell was that? Oh, fuck. Wow, somebody just can't leave me alone. Hell nah, dude's getting into it now with one of his own buddies, because they won't go get him some, and they won't give him any of theirs. I guess they're passing around, taking nips off a bottle, and he keeps whining like a little prissy fucker. Nah, it sounds like you're gonna get into it. He might just get his coconut split. He keeps it up, from what I can hear. From the way I assess the situation, what normally goes down. Yeah, he gonna get his shit split. He gonna fucking have to fucking behave, or they're gonna put him night-night. I can tell, because he keeps threatening them. Motherfuckers don't like to be threatened. Alright. Now give me a second, guys. I'm gonna have to move this up. Move it up a little bit. Move it to the side. Open this son bitch. Get it going. Wow, I still can't believe. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get all this over here, though. Snatch this son of a bitch open and get back to what we were doing. I like to open them right in front of y'all, guys, so you guys feel that experience. That seal. The seal of the deal. And go. Put you over there. Keep our bats together with them. This over there. I don't know what you guys are doing. Nope. There we go. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys ready for this coffin? This new one? I hope so. If we just got a bicentennial strike, and we were just talking about that earlier, think about the heights. There's always room for improvement, but we... You know, for some odd reason, inadvertently, we set the bar high over here. Well, just for the simple fact that we ain't got a lot of channels that do this, from what I'm being told. We need more channels that do this, honestly. But if we got to do what we got to do, this is just how we do it. We can't do it like the other ones. They sit there and go, oh, we'll let you know if we find something, and then they go through it, but they go through it in the twilight of their life. They might record, but they're not going to show you. They're going to show you just that one little thing. That takes away the whole, to me, that's almost as ignorant as, and each his own. I can't get mad at nobody for this. Each his own. Sorry about that, guys. I was buying the lottery ticket and not scratching and just scanning it. It defeats the whole purpose of buying a scratch off. But each his own. I don't lay my finger or blow my nose to it, but that's not what I would do. To me, it's unethical. So why not do the hunt together? We all together in this. No, because I couldn't do it by myself. I need to do it with people around. So this is, you know, our ships will all sail in the same direction. And they will. That's why we do this. And that's why we don't do what all the common channels would do. Because we're not them. Texas. We're looking for stuff that doesn't, not supposed to be here, not intended. Not made and put through here. That would just be too dull to be looking for what everybody else wants to look for. That to me, that don't really, it's arbitrary. We don't want that. Ooh, that's a nice Saratoga. Behave. Whoever passes the sentence must swing the sword. I've never seen one that clean. Almost thought that was a... I did. I was almost thinking something else there, but I didn't have I didn't feel it because, you know, it's got a different clad to it. Harper's Perry's looking fresh. Oh, things are going to be eventful. We just cracked this new box. Something's going to happen. Don't know what, but everything in time will reveal itself. What it says right on it. I don't get charged for them. You just got to make sure you got the fill in the void. And that's just going to order you, like I said. Thank you, Copper Cave. Please take care. Yeah, not even to the same bank. I got banks that have industrial Coinstar, domestic Coinstars in them, where I'll liquefy them because you'll destroy their coins. Yet again, another reason why, when you're hungry, don't try to eat a coin. Nothing good's gonna come of it. Okay, guys? Come on now. Just don't do it. You're gonna break every tooth in your mouth. Only thing you're gonna swallow is enamel and blood. But no, they don't. The ones that they use behind the counter are not, they're not industrial grade. They're not even commercial grade. They're like fucking domestic home. You'll break them real quick. They'll actually they'll drop you. And that's not something I wanted. So I come up with a way to where, you know, like I would say on here, one hand washes the other. You got to do what you got to do. I go there to liquefy and I'll make a little deposit in my account. So I do a 2-for-1. And then I go to my normal place that I order the same amount every week. Well, I have been. And then I got this other place that does anything for me. Dollar coins, anything. And that's where I got to go grab that stuff in the morning. Otherwise, I'll have to wait till Monday. I mean, yeah. What the hell's going on here? You're just a little too fresh for my blood. Yeah, as long as I can we'll be on Gucci, but we've got a lot of other stuff we got to do too. Things that need to happen. But I do what we all want to do. We do it all together. There's no I in team, so. Yeah, I do. Need to get back into doing it. I love doing Star Note hunts. Big Star Note collector, so. Love doing Star Note hunts. You know, if we find not birthday notes, web notes, radars, ladders, binaries, super binaries, repeaters. Yeah. You're fucking right. You're fucking right. I like old. I like old stuff, though. I like real old stuff. But, yeah. I like Star Notes. That's one of my favorites. Star Notes. Short prints. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, sounds like we're one in the same regard when it comes to that. Don't worry, we'll be doing them again, but we're going to have to do it from a different position. Right now, things are just too rough. Like, I'm surprised I'm on here doing what I'm doing, but I got to beat the pavement somehow. Like, I don't like to sit around vegetate like a turnip and, you know, provisions of labor. I can't, you know, beyond obligated at this point to be doing what I do on here. Nah, because whether you've been here since the beginning or not, you know, it was something I was just messing with. But I told myself if I got to, you know, to the point to where I had people depend on it, or, you know, that monetization, just the whole thing, it being positive around, I was more than committed and obligated. So, you know, like I said, I don't open doors I can't close. Try to keep everything going, you know, but, you know, life, very unpredictable and spontaneous. And when you got too many things that are weighing on you and you're left with it alone, it can be troubling sometimes. This is a way for me to blow steam, honestly. It's like therapeutic. Nah, because it's better than what I would do 20 years ago. Beat the fucking shit out of somebody or go chop a tree down or something. You know, like, nah. That's very counterproductive. And I haven't been in trouble since I paroled from prison in 2009. And I don't plan on getting in any trouble. No, I don't. There's no fucking room for error, man. Like, there's just not. And I don't like... That's what I was talking about, Cosmic Granny. What is she doing there? Why do we not know what the fuck she's doing? A coin should not be left for interpretation. That quarter always bothers me. Now we need to find 10 marsupial sunbats. Oh, bro. It's funny that you bring up the nickels because the first very box of nickels I ever went through, okay, was with you guys. And I was 4 rolls in, and the first thing I hit was a business strike. Then somebody goes, "Are you looking for silver?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, no, don't do that." Because I was like, "No," and I wasn't trying to be a smartass, but I didn't know nothing about what he was going to bring up. And I was like, "Nickels are made of nickel." And he's like, "Yeah, well, they made war nickels." Within 10 minutes of him telling me about him, I found my first one with Yell. You know, I found 5 or 6 since then. I actually like going through nickels more than quarters almost now. 50-cent pieces. It got so bad that I started copping boxes of nickels that were just straight fucking 2025 Phillies and Denvers, and I just couldn't do it anymore because I was like, we're not just going through these to go through them. We know there's nothing in here but these. And I wasn't getting mixed salads anymore. That's how many nickels we were doing. And I was like, damn. Like, it wasn't like a lot if you look at it all together, but in the span of period, yeah. So I had to start moving it around again, and I was like, I got to keep this slow and steady because that's what's going to win the race. Nothing good comes of rushing or forcing anything. So... You know, a lot of people ask for dollar coins. A lot of people, you know, hey, we want bat hunt. We want to do, so hey, we do whatever. Goddamn, Granny, stay in your fucking room. Somebody get a fucking straight jacket. Dixon Psych. Straight jacket program for her. She pops up again like a fucking mushroom. She's got to go. No, that coin irks me, man. You know how the other day we found those Kennedys that somebody drilled fucking holes in them? Well, you can't comatose a coin. When I see that coin, I want to drill her head right out of the coin. But I don't. I know how to behave and refrain. Keep my impulse control and restraint in check. Ooh, why are you you're too fresh for my blood. For a 21. Get out of here. No, he was just too fresh. He was up to no good. Them damn shenanigans. Ooh, whoever passes the sentence must swing the sword. Behave, or your head might roll away one day. Saratoga effect. Ooh, sand dunes. We got plenty of them. We gotta get the park book. That's what we gotta get. There's a lot of books I gotta get still. Just last time I went, I got what I could. They just fucking store was hollow vessel, no substance. At least I didn't walk out empty-handed. It felt like it though. Still, that's what was bogey. Oh, Red Hood Mountain. Who knows what's gonna get found up in here? Oh, you were tripping like that too? I was looking. No, I was looking hard, man. It was an old quarter, right? Don't worry, Igor and the Brain Trust will go through these again. They always do. You know how many times I've accidentally threw a proof? Or a business strike? Or even a West Point has went through one time. But we made sure we got it before we liquefied the coffers. If there was an S on it, it's probably a business strike because if we didn't see that mirror, don't worry, they'll get gone through it. Igor in the brain just will get on it. When we're in the fourth quarter, he starts getting ready for the game. For his game. Because when my game goes down, his game goes up. And it's going through these with a fine-tuned coat yet again. But in the confines of his own privacy. See? Fucking Granny again. What is she doing there? I don't know. I don't like it. The whole not knowing. Okay. Well, hey, I like that you say something. If you don't say nothing, nobody will know. Communication, line of communication is the key, man. So, you're completely on the right track. Like I would rather somebody say something, not because there was times where. Because mind you, too, this is another thing, too, and I don't want this to bust anybody's bubble because this is a formality, but I'm going to have to say it. This is a universal channel. This ain't even a coin channel. But we do whatever they want, what you guys want, so we stay on some. But, like, I was doing scratch-offs and coins at the same time, and I'll tell you this right now. There was times where we were getting winners on the scratch-offs and nobody was saying a fucking thing, and we all thought it was losers. It was like, good thing I go through them again. I'm serious. So I like that you got that sniper eye. You're very surveillance conscious. Live wire, finger on the pulse, huh? I don't blame you. I'm the same way. That's a fucking clean Rhode Island. Do we have Rhode Island in the map? There's got to be a fucking manatee. They got to start putting manatees on the Florida one, man. Save the manatees. Got plenty of these, but that's the first one out of this box. We'll stick you there to behave. Yeah, we want to look at that pretty boy, too. What else are you guys going to give us? Come on. Starting to hit it. I almost want to pull the book out and put it up. Whoa! Business strike. Sammy Hugh. This is the second one of these. Wow, he's fucked up, but check this out. So this is why they get all dark like that. No, because they made business strikes a few years of them, like this, where they weren't out of San Francisco, but they look like smoked salmon. That's one of them. That's one of them for sure. I can tell from the edge, too. Yep. Wow, he was just starting to tear up, too. Yeah, that's a business strike. Holy shit. We actually got what we asked for, but he ain't clean. He's not fucking clean, I'll tell you that. He's not clean. Somebody's got to get... Hey, I think he's got whooping cough. We got to put him under the vaporizer. We got to get him back to par. There ain't no cleaning him back, though. Like, that's permanent oxidization. And don't clean your coins. Just don't do it. Save yourself some agony. Don't do it. As much as you might want to, refrain from doing it. You're actually harming them. I know nobody asked, but I figured I'd throw that out there. Fact from the Falcons. Yeah, the apps don't... Man, I've had the apps... I'm sorry, I'm not Einstein with this, but the thing is, I'm not no Gumby. So, like, I've had the apps mislead me. And I just thought it was a little weird, so I don't like to use those scan apps. And I don't like to do anything over it, like anything that has to do with, like, buying it. You got to have an impeccable, unmarked, unblemished track record and a fucking reputation where you're rooted so bad that, doubt ain't even entertainable. Like, you got to have that solid, because I like to do everything in the flesh just because there's too many fucking scams out there these days. There's just too many scams, and I've seen too many people... Whoa, hold on here. Come back here. Were you... Oh. No, they've got bulletproof scams, so I would not... Wow, why did they do that? That's not from a machine. Somebody was bored. Still can make it through. No, just sick. I feel for the little honest guys that are like selling coins. No, because they do it with everything, and I've seen it. You find a coin you want, they got a fake right there. They buy it from you. You got the real one. You're sending it to them. Then when they get it, they switch it out real quick, but they automatically claim they don't want it no more. By default, you have to take the order back. Now you got the fake one. You're fucked either way. Yeah, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. No, and it's just sad. So I stay away. Usually if there's deals too that look too good to be true, then they're not true. They're a fucking optical illusion. Don't feed into them and fucking get caught in that quagmire tar pits. I mean, sometimes you got to. Learning curves. But, doesn't mean you got to keep repeating it. The banks you ain't got to worry about. It's being on the internet. That's why I don't know. No. Like, I got to do all that shit in the flesh. Are you a business strike, you? Is that a nuss? I can't see shit. I really can't. Maybe I gotta get this son of a bitch up. I can't see nothing with it. Oh, I think it's I don't know. I'm gonna put off to the side. I can't see nothing with it. I look. I can't see too good even in the light. What is your malfunction? I'm gonna have to put you at the side too. I've been noticing lately, and I've been doing a lot of recon on it. Seems like most of the coins that are different colored oxidization are usually something that should not be in here and is not intended for circulation or something. That's one thing that's been proven. Oh. Oh. We can wake you up. We can wake you up. Hey, wake up. Bye-bye. Wake up. Wake up. Fucking blowing your nose. You go blow your nose. Yeah, you like that now, huh? You want to try that again whenever you can? Because you won't have an opportunity anytime soon unless you're going to go out of your way to be miserable. But you wasn't too cute. Nah. Trying to get a little too big for your britches. Very too quick, and somebody just had to do something about it. You ain't get no fucking koi on here. Don't do it. You don't sponsor Nike. And you don't have nothing to do with EA Sports because you're not in this game. You're gone. You're out of here. And whoever did that, that's about what I feel about who I just got sent in the catapult. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you are. Stain. Don't pollute it. Do yourself a favor. Be a better friend to yourself. Go sit down and behave because you can't come back on here for at least a long time. You just got yanked for a day. And that's not a day lapse. That's, yeah. Bye, bye, bye. Don't try that shit here. You get no player traction with it. Guaranteed. But you can try again if you want. Ain't the first time, it won't be the last. Always ready. Columbia. Wow. Yeah, you hit the CLR a little too hard, buddy. There's some... Wow. And what's funny is I've seen coins like this selling on it. A little bit too much CLR to the head. Wow. I can't even tell what the hell's going on there. I see it says 02. Jeez. There's Demented Granny again. Up to no good. Oh, yeah. That son of a bitch is just done. I don't know. Spartans. There, we're gonna make this a little bit more appropriate for us. Ooh, nice pass to center, swing of the sword. Utah, firing squad state. We got plenty of them, plenty. Gotta get the book. Now, what the hell happened to you? Looks like you got hit with venom or something. What is your malfunction? I don't know. We're going to find out who bit you. Yeah, I know you died. That's a deep into that. Damn. Yeah, we've got some clean picture drugs. That's a D, right? I can't see nothing. Sometimes I swear to God I'm blind. Don't worry, X-ray specs is gonna go through them. So rest assured, if there's anything in there, no stone will be. Every stone will be unturned. You'll find out. You guys trying to go over there again? Yeah, that's probably the backbone of them. What you're saying seems a little bit accurate, though. But that's just nobody's hands-on anymore. Like, you literally have to have the fucking credentials to do, because otherwise they fucking will just no, and they will come up petty reasons. So, like I said, you have to be translucent and inventive at the same time. And you have to think outside the box. Like, this takes a lot. I'm going to tell you this right now. This takes a lot of a coordinated and strategic effort to keep this going the right way without hitting any snags. And I'm not talking robbing Peter to pay back. I'm talking about just keeping it going strict, making sure that they can keep up with what we're doing. So. And really, all it takes is one little fucking thing. And it stops it. And, that's when you have to improvise. So, while I do this, I try to think about other things. Like, that's why when it got brought up about you mess with paper, yeah, we haven't done no Star Note hunts on here in months, but, yeah, I'm notorious for Star Note hunts. Love doing them. Because, you're not looking for any of the other ones, but if you come across something obviously sticks out, you're going to grab it. If nobody knows about it, you can illustrate to them and enlighten them at the same time. Double bubble. Everyone wins. Everyone wins when it comes to this. I need to shape up and get some gloves, though, like real, gloves, because other gloves I come across, I'll wear them out, or they just tear up, or I just gotta have, because the exposure from the metal, I'm not an idiot. That eventually give me some poisoning. I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, I don't run from denial. I never ran from anything. Like, I don't know how to. I should have been born absent legs because I'm, like I said, that. So I need to shape up on that one. I'm trying to. This is the thing. You can't help anybody unless you can help yourself. So, I'm not trying to skip out on myself, but kind of a little bit of a corner to keep everything going. Because I can't, I'll find some gloves. I'll wear them the fuck out. If I got to get surgical ones, I'll go through third of a box on but if that's what's going to have to happen, it seems like more of a fucking problem than anything. These work more effective than anything. I only keep them on one damn hand. And it's when I'm doing 50-cent pieces, because 50-cent pieces and dollar pieces, they really do the damage. The quarters, I don't know. I mean, it's all the same. It's just as dirty as a bill. But the metal toxicity. You gotta remember, no good deed goes unpunished. Oh yes, like I said, I don't sweep it under the rug. It's evident, man. Like I said, I don't run from it. That's why I went on my way to bring it up, because it's like you can't keep fucking thinking, oh, your body's impervious to it, because it's not. Bicentennial again. I gotta wonder why you guys look like y'all torn up, like stir-fried shit. Well, I wouldn't worry about that because I never got the shots, but I wasn't getting them anyways. Because then they just keep on wanting to get more shots, more shots, more shots. It doesn't make no sense. My work didn't require it, so I wasn't worried about it. But I'm not worried about any of that. This is the thing. I can't worry about things you have no control over. Like, we have no control over things that we can't get around. Like, things that are inevitable, like dying or the sun coming up or the weather, I can't be that superstitious person that thinks the fucking iron's hot even though it's never been plugged in, let alone pulled out the box, I got too much other things going on to be worried about that little small fry shit that's fucking, yeah. The thing is, it's really hard to, be finding something that you enjoy to do and then to be able to share it with others. So that's me pulling the fly out the ointment. You know what I'm saying? It's my salvation. Like, no, because nobody can take this from us. What we're doing, nobody can take this from us. People could come on here and try to pull their bullshit, but that just shows you nothing gets in the way of progress. And you're always going to have those little fucking ob jobs and short con operators and these spark plugs wanting to fucking try to cause ripples. Well, guess what? It just doesn't work. Never has, and they can keep trying. I'll give the ones that put on a good show and I can give people a free laugh for them before they get slumped, an A for effort. But other than that, nah, miserable. And it's so easy to, I'll tell you this right now. I couldn't entertain the thought of hopping on somebody's channel and getting booted because I want to act like a fucking child and not behave. No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I could never entertain the thought, and it's never happened. And you're not going to catch me getting booted from a fucking channel. Because that's not what I do. But I can't, you can't stop anybody else. So, like, the free will, but hope for the best, expect the worst. It comes with the territory. Like, it's not, I'm so used to it. I'm so used to fucking goofies in the flesh that, like, when they come on doing this, it's just like swatting a fly. It just annoys. It's more of a nuisance. But I deal with it because, hey, everyone gets a laugh out of it, and they're free fucking laughing stock. And they help the channel trend. All at the same time. So I really can't blow my nose at it. I let them get their little 10, 15 seconds, but after that, it's been one. Most of the time, I don't. Most of the time, my moderators will just nip it in the ass. But sometimes, if they get a little too cute, I'll tell them to pull back. Nah, because I'll let them. I'll give them a fucking inch because I know they're going to take a fucking yard. Let them build the gallows, put the rope around their neck, and then let them hang themselves. And I'll give them a reprieve, but they usually don't use it the right way. So that's on them to be all misunderstood and all fucked up. But that's not on me. I've got to worry about what we got going on. But I'm not going to have them come on and pollute our habitat and our environment. Not doing it. Here, we are all the same no matter what we do outside of here. We all coincide together in harmony. And nobody's going to stop it. Like here, everyone's got diplomatic immunity as long as you're here to do this and behave. But if you're on here trying to cause, oh yeah, you're in the right place to go down, but you're not going to do what you think you're going to do. Hopefully, whoever the fuck that was, I had this on a ride is sitting there going, man, I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, because you deluded yourself like a fucking chump. Don't come on here doing stupid shit thinking you're cute. Because I don't, and I don't like having to do. It's just stupid. But when you play stupid fucking games, you win stupid fucking prizes. End of story. Until then, as the world turns, these are the days of our lives. These are the obstacles we must go through day by day. Come on, where's the marsupial sunbat? I need my bats. No more fucking biting for you. Well, I say the same, man. I concur. This is the thing, though. You ain't got a lot of people who want to get right down, actually get their fucking nails dirty. Me? That's all I know. I don't know anything else. I have to be surgical. I have to be hands-on. And I would rather do it with a team. There's no I in team. So, no, I step back and I look at it a different way than other people do. I just go, well, why? I feel selfish if I haven't done, but I would feel selfish. My conscience would probably eat me. Knowing that I did it. And it was like, well, why didn't you do it with people who enjoy doing this? And then, that's why I do. Because it's like, if you don't try, you'll never know. I'm not somebody's going to sit around and ponder in regret on woulda, shoulda, coulda. Time waits for fucking nobody. And guess what? When you see the moment, you better seize it and home it. Because you might not get another chance when it's going to be golden. And, sometimes you just got to stand up and do something. And, I made the channel, and I made it years ago. What, 2022 or something? God, I don't know what happened. You got pulled out of the mud pit. Harper's Perry's a little torn up. 2002, something like that. After I made the channel, it took me 4 to 5 months, maybe even 6 months to conjure the courage to actually start putting content on there, making content. So, and I'm telling this so how do you think I felt? And I told myself, like, hey, if I can just make the difference positive, one person, then I know that I did something. Well, it was evident that I should keep going because there would be times where I didn't have the luxury to be on for weeks, sometimes months, And nobody that subscribed, unsubscribed. Nobody was on my ass. Everybody was always there waiting on me. That was one clear indication. Another clear indication is like when I started going live. And you got somebody who comes on the live in front of everybody and tells you that they thank you and God every day, and then you ask why, and they tell you, well, if they didn't find your channel, they were going to hang. They planned on hanging themselves prior to that. But when they found my channel, it was like a form of salvation. When you hear that, yeah. Like I said, you know, it would be unethical and deplorable for me to stop. A lot of people depend on this channel, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The same way, one hand washes the other. Our ships will all sail in the same direction. But yeah, we're not about negativity, but you know, you can't have one thing without the other. So life, death, day, night, hot, cold. You know, that's just how it goes. Gotta take the good with the bad. I don't know any better. So people gonna do what they're gonna do. You just gotta try to stay focused and keep your mind at the task at hand with deadly purpose, absent negative thoughts. And just know when to do what you gotta do, and don't overstate it. Don't exploit it. Embrace it. Don't extort it. Time and patience is the true counter. Doubt is the true enemy. It's so easy to go out and do the wrong thing. Living with it's the fucking hard part. Yeah, well, the feeling's neutral. Back at you. Another one to swell the ranks. Oh, that's a beautiful butterfly. To make sure everything works out, guys, I'm going to have to probably get off in 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm going to try to do as many as I can. We've got about 35, 40 minutes left, give or take. But it's 1 in the morning, 1:10 in the morning. I have to be up for the bank in order to get more ammunition for our war. But I wanted to do a little something if I felt... I don't sleep a lot. 4 hours is pretty decent. I'm good. And that's not even REM sleep. That's just that fucking garbage fucking copyright and insomniac sleep shit. But either or, I want to get up and do a live before I head out to go do that. And then when I come back, fucking bust out. Because this weekend's going to be real fucking eventful for me. And that's why I've been beating the pavement over here with you guys. Wow. Yet again, stop chewing on fucking coins. Jesus. But that's why I've been beating the pavement on here. And that's why we've been playing some real belt to ass. Just taking care of business, saving manatees and stuff. Saving the northern yaks. Liberating our sea puppies. And finding our marsupial sunbats and the babies. Making the birds and the bees all behave and believe. No Harper's Perry for you. No, they're just standard. I guarantee, like you said, mom. Look, the one I Coinstar had is a mom and pop one. There ain't none of them that are special. I'll tell you that right now. I guarantee you got a Chase Bank around you. The thing is, like I said, if you're going to do it, make sure, though, don't cap and don't lie. Well, you can't really lie on trying to apply for a business. You either got a business going or you don't. But you have to have a business account. In order to do that, you have to prove you have a business. So you have to go through all those channels before you can even walk into the fucking bank and attempt it. It is almost like walking in there with a gun, absent bullets. You're not going to get fucking far. You're better off going in there with a rubber ducky and a whoopee cushion. Walnuts would steal more money than somebody go walking in there with a fucking, you know, you gotta have all that stuff lined up. Knock it all out. And then you like I said, you gotta make sure that you're actually doing that. Like, you can't just go in there and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. They just don't do it. This was the only way I could do it. And like I said, the only good benefit to it is, you know, being able to, I know the Mint recognize what's going on. You know, they sent me an application. I can fill it out here in some months, give it to them. Then I'll be it completely directly linked into them, to where I would place my orders with them. Right now, pretty much the bank is my middle person, but they don't get nothing out of it. But like I said, you have to have something going that's legitimate, and you have to show, you have to, like I said, you have to have it all primed and ready. Otherwise, nothing's gonna happen. And like I said, you got to watch it when you do that shit too, because people don't want to see anybody doing anything good. I don't know what the fuck it is these days, but nobody, if you start doing good, you know, positive stuff, whoa, save the manatees. What's that, number 2? So we're almost matched up with bats. This is number 2 on the Newskis. We've got 3 bats. We've only got 3 bats, 3 marsupial bats. That's number 2 on the new quarters. Like, you have to be resilient. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't know what it is with nobody wanting to see anybody do anything good. And it bites my ass. Well, this is the thing. You know, you think they'd be happy and not out causing fucking havoc. No, I straight up had a branch tell me right to my face that I've been with for 15 years, like, we can't do this for you no more. And I said, oh, really? Why? Well, we're not allowed to. And I said, well, is it a crime? No. I said, well, good thing it ain't, because you'd be out of a fucking job right now, wouldn't you? No, I said that right to her face. Right, the way I said it to you. I'm serious. And she just dropped her fucking mouth. I said, don't look at me like you want to give me a kiss. I said, you're not trying to catch fucking flies. You're not a Venus flytrap. So I said, what do you care about what I do? I said, you want me to revert back to my old ways. I said, you lucky I'm not like that. I said, it's so easy to go back and let that monster out engage. But I said, I snapped the fucking key off and locked it. I said, that doesn't mean if you don't keep prodding and poking that motherfucker, he won't break out, though. So I said, I would suggest you think long and hard before you keep going. No, because it was so fucking stupid. Everybody was cool with it until this said person. It wasn't nobody upstanding. It's somebody who shit their fucking pants. And I freaked out. I was just like, literally. I was like, what is it with you? I said, why are you so worried about me and what my people do, what we all do? And I was talking about everybody on here. Like, what do you guys, like, us? Like, what do you care about? I said, we all do it together. And I said, it's what they want. It's what I do. And I said, why is it? I said, is it a hanging offense? I said, because if so, quarter me out now. I said, quit with the fucking preamp. So I'm getting tired of motherfuckers like you. And, you know, it got to the point where I just couldn't go to that branch, like you were saying earlier. Like, was it that branch? I said, no, a whole different bank. Well, I'm still bank with them. I just don't go to that certain branch because of that said person. No, because they get all hot and fucking bothered when they see me. They just can't help their fucking selves, like a dog with 2 fucking bones. No, they can't. And they epic fail every time, and I'm sorry, I can't hold my tongue like that. No, you let somebody get all over on you, the next time they see they're going to do it again. Fuck that. So, like I said, the one bank, they'll get me the orders as long as I don't liquefy the coins there. The other bank doesn't do it for me at all, but I ain't got a business account with them, but they got industrial Coinstars for domestic use. And then, like I said, I got Chase. I just went out and got them, honestly. But I had to make a business account with them. And they flat out told me, they said, you won't get a fucking coin from us. But they said, if you're doing this for YouTube and you have a business and all that, and you can show us, when you have a business account already at another bank, show us all that, and we'll fill out the paperwork with you, and we can do it for you. So, yeah, that's just... And the minute I did, they treated me like I was fucking... like I owned the place. So... yeah, don't be getting all shitty with them because I'm going to tell you, that's how it's going to be. Just like it used to be the ticket, and I never got the fucking reap from this heyday, but where all the fortune was at was all the domestic rolls that used to come in when people would actually roll their stuff up. But somebody bored with life and just wanted to color it up because I like that. I actually like that. That's cool. Yeah, endangered species list. But, nah. You used to reap the benefits from the rolls when you would get domestic rolls from people rolling it up manually and cashing them in. They won't take rolls no more, and people don't really bring them in. But if they do, that's why they don't take them, because they're always scamming. Washers, round fucking things that are metal that just... ain't, I don't know, the circles out of fidget spinners and, oh, yeah. So, everything has gotten tightened up. And you can thank good old fucking technology and society and us being in a fucking hurry to go nowhere fast. Because that's what we're doing. We're fucking shit up bad. Not us per se, but us as a whole. Like, everything's ass backwards. Like, it's just, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm sick to my stomach about it. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Nothing good in life comes easy. So, you work hard at something that you care about and you might be passionate about like this. I'm very passionate about doing this because I enjoy doing it. It will pay off. You just slow and steady. You gotta remember, Rome wasn't built overnight. But you'll have people who will railroad you. They find out. Don't go out of your way and tell anybody either. You gotta be very translucent. No, because the minute you start telling people, that's another thing too. As much as you might want to go tell people things, do yourself a favor and don't, because it's not healthy, and it's suicidal to be in the business of trying to obtain new friends. That is not existent these days. Just don't fucking do it. No, I'm telling you, just don't do it. I've seen too many people get burnt, too many people get killed. And I'm talking, it was a buildup too. It was a buildup. It wasn't something that happened in a few weeks or a month. It took a span of years because it was a buildup. It was like a Ponzi scheme. I'm going to build you up and drain you type shit. Double tap, what, Fuck that. Like, you really got to watch what you do. There's no fucking room for error. Life is just like chess. So if you know how to play chess, then you're probably already on a good track. You're already on the right start. Because you got to be very strategic. Strategy, anticipation, and premeditation, survival, and war. There's no peace without war, so remember that. We're warlords here. You guys know that. You could lose every battle and still win the war. But remember, you can't be scared to crack a couple eggs. You're trying to make omelets either. So if you want to save your own eggs, wait for Humpty Dumpty to set himself off and then knock the fuck off that wall, because once you fall, you ain't getting up. Take advantage of the situation. But if it ain't broke, we ain't fixing it. Fuck all that shit. And when it comes to certain people, I'm going to tell you this right now. I've never fucked anybody over, never had it coming to them. So, like, don't think that you got people, like, who you see pop up on this, and they start shit. Those are the type of people that if they go outside, they'll get toe tagged real quick. Or they're the type of people that when they go outside, they're so bored with life, they go and do dumb fucking shit and don't think about it beforehand. Like, oh, let's go shoot up a fucking block of innocent people. Or, let's fucking steal this old lady's fucking iPhone and throw it in front of the fucking L. That shit, and that's the sickening shit that I don't fucking care for. And that's the shit that I have to deal with around here every day. No, they just fucked up. Or if they can't find you. Oh, let's kill his kids. Let's kill his little shorties. Let's kill everybody that has nothing to do so we can smoke them out. Like, that shit's over with, man. Like, there's no rules when it comes to that shit no more. So, like, you think that you're doing something, playing about it. There's no rules, so don't be out there doing that shit. Unless you can afford that type of shit, you got no responsibilities, obligations, or nobody friend to you. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Told you, real reputation, real currency is credibility, reputation, and leverage, not money. So, you can't take this shit when you die. Your name resonates through the echo eternity. Etches the stones, the grains through the winds of sand of time. So, like, you have to think about things. What do you want to be left? What do you want to be thought about? Like, this is my thing. The world's already ass backwards, like I said, so think about it. Why do you think we all fucked up? Because everybody is so worried about what everybody else perceives them to be. And they're not worried about who they know they really are. Motherfuckers can't look eye to eye because nobody got no self-esteem. And when you too worrying about that fucking shit, you're not never going to get nothing done. Nothing. That's why I'll tell you. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. You want to know why? If you can't look me in my eyes and say it to my face, it means fucking absolutely nothing. So why should I get all hot and bothered? I actually take it as a compliment before somebody's got to get slumped on here when they start acting cute. Because for you to take the time out of your life that you can't get back to worry about little old me with my hair or my fingernails or my fingers, I'm telling you, I flattered. I must be fucking moving mountains. No, because it just, and that's how you know they're miserable and bored, and they bore with life because they don't want to fucking do anything. They want to vegetate like a turnip absent garden. Well, this ain't a garden. This ain't for them. We're going to do what we got to do, and that's the thing. We're going to keep doing what we do. It don't matter who they come on. We still going to keep doing this. And they're going to keep being their dumb and naive forever until they learn. But the thing is, you got to remember, being a creature of habit, some people are afraid of change. You really have to want it. You really have to want change. Some people don't want it, and then some people are afraid of it. And I can contest, because I used to be both versions, okay? So don't let nobody fucking fool you. You have to want change. Me, I wanted it. I wanted it bad. And it's not that I needed it, but needing something and wanting something are two different things. So, just like a necessity and a luxury, yeah, some people can't separate the two. So, yeah. Appreciate it. Nah, I'm not worried about it. It's just you got people who come on here and they get all hot and bothered about what you're doing. No, literally freaking out. And then you get people who come on here and they want to start shit and it doesn't do anything good for them. No, they like try to start like a mutiny or like, oh, how about this? And it just, they're stupid. They'll start asking stupid rhetorical questions that everybody knows. And it's just to the point now to where that's why I glance at the screen. Because usually my moderators will just nip it in the butt. But like I said, if they get too cute, I'll tell them to step back. Nah, because I have to have that fucking person remember. I want them to feel stupid when they get off. Oh, Texas, that's us. No, because I don't entertain the thought of doing what they do. And honestly, I don't want to be known for something like that. I don't care what anyone thinks, but I'm not goofy like that. That's not how I'm built. You're not going to catch me bouncing from live to live trying to fuck shit up. Let people do what they want to do. Oop, we have 2 jumpers. Don't worry, they're not going nowhere. Peel them off the pavement. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. To have a good death is to live a good life. And, we all destined for great and unfortunate things. For me, most of that unfortunate stuff was when I was very, very young. So, yeah. But it's never too late. And don't let anybody ever tell you people can't change. People can change and people do change. I do a little bit of this. You'd have to go back and look. See, that's the thing. Nope. Nobody ever wants to think outside the box. That question can be asked very easily. All you got to do is take a few minutes out of your life and go back and look at other stuff on my channel. It's all public. I don't hide nothing. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. What, like... You got to remember, and I'm not trying to be morbid, but life is nothing but a fucking series of distractions until we die. Well, I would rather be content and make sure that I have like-minded individuals that are being content with me than to be all fucked up and save the manatees. Yes, another one. Like, you see that? That's from motherfucking that shit. That should just tear you up. Welcome. Welcome to Cook County. Parachute in. What is your malfunction, commie tripe? Wow. Never seen somebody literally gumming up the fucking works like that. Well, I guess I have, but jeez. You gotta go get yourself cleaned up. You look like stir-fried shit. No, I could have hit him with the lacquer. It would have did no fucking justice. He fell pretty far from grace. He can come back, but you can bounce back from it. It's the way you do it. Timing is key. Nobody's gonna fucking wait for that. I'm waiting for a commuter like something. What do we got here? 15 minutes left? Cool. We did pretty good. 10 rolls out of the last coffin, and we hollowed the middle of this. Here's 50 rolls and a box. Fucking Granny again. Damn you. Wow. What fucking quagmire did you come out of? Fucking tar pit. Fuck. Clean yourself up. Shape up or ship the fuck out, coins. Jesus. Oh, West Point, baby. What? Save the manatees. That's our second West Point of the day. We finally broke. And it's a V75. That's 4 in a row. Back to back to back to back V75s, baby. The ambrosia of West Points. Save the manatees. What? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Painting to oblivion. Yeah. V75W, baby. Got the West Point. Not intended for circulation. 200, only 2 million print. Very rare. Not rarer than business strikes, but fucking rare. Second one today. What? We got to put him in a case. And look. And he's a printing air. And he's an air mixed with a V75 and a West Point. Oh, he's going to compound, baby. We got to put him in a case, though. See that air? See how his rim's gone right here? And he's fresher than a coat of wet paint. Then go. That's a gobstomper. Oh, yeah. And we warlords around here, so you know we got to take that W. We got to take that win. I'm getting his captivity case. We got to get him a pretty case. Snap him right into place. He knows how to shape up. He knows I don't need to yell it. Oh, I can't believe that even happened. Wow. I'm hunting. Personally, in my head, I'm hunting for a business strike. Error? West Point? See that V75? That makes it the rarest of them. There's 5 different variants of the West Points. See the W? The mint mark? That's how I was out of West Point. They made them in 2019 and 2020. Print run, 2 million of each. But if you get the ones with the V75s, those are the rarest, the ambrosias, the mountaintops. Like earlier today, my favorite coin in the whole wide world. I don't know how the fuck it happened, but it happened. Right here, where is it? My marsupial sunbat and the baby. Right here. This is the first one we clapped today. Couldn't believe it happened. Yeah. Oh, yes. But, yep. Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. That's why we do it. That is why we do it. We're looking for the stuff that not supposed to be in there. It should not be in there. That's a good night. That is a nice way to close out a live, too. Wow. Looks like we just keeping it going. Everyone's going to be ecstatic that wasn't on tonight seeing that shit when I posted. By the way, Instagram channel, Instagram page that goes to this. It's named the same as this. Just type it in. It'll pop up. If you're that lazy, go to the posts. Community post. I've got it in there. Just got to go down a little bit. I don't have it linked in the description. I don't have the time for it right now like that. I have time to be on here, be thorough and consistent, but we can cross this other bridge when you have to, but yeah, that was woo. Ooh, what? I think we might have fucking no. Getting a little too fresh from my blood right there. I can't believe that just happened though. And we've been getting, like I said, the last 4 West Points have all been V75s. Those are the rarest of the West Points, so the fucking Westie. Yeah, we copped the Westie. We're not even in Boston. It's all right though. That's what we're looking for. If we could get a business strike, we could scratch shit off the map. I just want a business strike, and I know we got one, but I want one with a San Francisco mint mark on it. That is as much as nobody would like to fucking believe it. It is. I know, because when I yanked the first one like this, I didn't know what the fuck I had. I had to look into it. There's a few years they made, see, most of your business strikes and proofs come out of San Francisco. So usually they command an S mint mark like this proof, that we found. This fucking 50-year-old proof. It has an S for San Francisco because that's where the fuck it was made. But there's times where there's exceptions. There was times where they didn't do, a few years where they didn't do them. There was years where they did them at certain spots, or they just did them in other places because they had the, save the manatees! What? The bat and the baby, yeah! This is probably the dirtiest one I've ever found, but it doesn't matter. It's still a bat and a baby. My favorite quarter in the whole world. Back to what I was saying, though. There's a lot to go with this stuff, right? You just gotta watch it. When I looked it up, when I come across mine, The first one right here. I didn't know what the fuck I had. So when I looked into it, I'm like, well, it ain't got an S on it. It's got a D for Denver. Well, when I looked into my book over here, which is even though it's 4 years old, it was like 2 years old, maybe at the 3 years, I don't know. I looked into it, and like I said, there was a few years throughout the state program when they started doing the state program for the quarters where they did strikes other than San Francisco. They had to fill in the void, so they did them in Philly and Denver, or they did them in Carson City, or they did them in New Orleans, or some fucking they got a lot of places people don't really know about until you know. So send me and come across a lot of them. But yeah, uh, you just got to stay vigilant on this shit. You got to keep your finger on the pulse. So that's what I do. You can never know enough about this stuff either. You can never know enough because there's always something happening. I figure out why you so goofy, so dirt. Oh, thought they were gonna hit the West Point again. I was like, oh no, don't do it. Wow. Hmm. Yeah. Here and there. For sure, that was evident. Wow, you fucking torn. Okay. We're going to have to call it a sleeper. We have 30 seconds. We're going to bust out the book. I think we got a couple shiny ones. We're going to see who we're going to pop. I don't know if that was one of them. I know we had a few that we come to that was pretty damn clean. We wanted to throw in there, but it's a state book, so I don't know. I can't even tell. Maybe it got thrown over new quarters. We got plenty of those. I don't know, but we really fucking hit it hard. Wasn't expecting to get this bicentennial strike. Or proof, I should say. Proof. Yeah. Fucking cleanest old coin I've ever seen other than our Napoleon we found a couple weeks ago. In the halves. 178. Napoleon's grandson when he was Emperor of France. 17th century. Yeah. Yeah. Moving mountains that day. Big time. Big time moving them fucking mountains. Do we have any shiny coin that can go in here? Any state coin? Thought we did. I thought we did. It ain't looking like we do. And we do. I don't know where the hell it's at. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, we're just going to have to get stuff together. But, yeah. Hope everyone had a good time. I'm gonna go through some of this stuff and get it separated and posted up. Like I said, Instagram page, the same name of this channel. There is no link in the description, so if you're not a lazy person, you go get on there. You'd be linked in on both ends. But other than that, I'll see y'all soon. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your Warlord with them. Out. Save the manatees. Ooh.